Hi everyone, Marianne Cowan here from Greenery Paper Crafts. It is Monday. September 20th? 21st? I don't even know. It's September. It's the last day of summer. And so I'm going to be showing you a box and a card. This is a fall one. And then we're going to be making one with the daisy punch. So this is a nice big gift box made out of cardstock and with a little card on the front. It's really cute. So I'll show you this one back in a second. Just a reminder that Paper Pumpkin this coming next month is Joy to the World. You will be making, hi Shannon, hello Phyllis. Did I say hello Phyllis? So you will be making 8 elegant, it says, Christmas cards. So you have to subscribe by October 10th. And it's a monthly subscription box, but you can subscribe and get just the 1 month and cancel or put it on hold. Hi Cindy. Also a reminder that this month is a great month to buy the starter kit. It's always a great month to buy the starter kit, but this month you get a whole bunch of bonus things. You always get, in Canada, $165 worth of product for $135. No tax, no shipping in Ontario, which is substantial. But you also get these 2 card kits. Each one has enough materials to make 8 cards. Queen Anne's Lace stamp set, So Much Love stamp set, and some rhinestone basic jewels. So great, great deal. Plus, you get to join my team, Greenery Paper Pals, and we have lots of fun. We gather virtually every 2 weeks, actually, since COVID started. Typically, we got together once a month, but just to keep us engaged and have some fun and do something creative, we get together actually every 2 weeks via Zoom, and I usually send out a make and take package, and we do some business talk, well, just whatever the updates are, some congratulations if anyone's done anything wild and exciting, and then we craft and chat and have fun. So I'd love to have you join my team. More information at mariannecowan.com/join. And if you popped on Saturday, you saw how much fun we were having on Fall Stamp Camp, at Fall Stamp Camp. It was virtual. So the next one is Christmas Extravaganza Stamp Camp to Go. I provide everything. For this one, we're going to be making, well, I don't provide the sentiments, although this, if you register by, today must be the 21st, because I'm going to extend the early bird just maybe till tonight or tomorrow night, because I'll show you why. Anyways, we're going to make 14 cards, 6 Christmas tags, a 3D project, and a Christmas treat holder. You get this pack of Wonder of the Season cards and envelopes, and we'll be using some of those, but you have lots of extra because there's 20 in here. They're really pretty red foil. An early bird price is $65, and you get a Merry Hello stamp set free. So you already, this is like $25 worth of products. You get all the materials cut, embossed, everything's done. You just have to do your sentiments and put it together, but you can use the sentiments from this stamp set. May your season be filled with magic. I love these sentiments. Heartfelt Christmas and a Merry Hello. We will be using some of these. And this is a hostess set, so you can't purchase it. So it's like an amazing deal. And you can look at some of the comments from the Fall Stamp Camp. Everyone had a lot of fun. And you can add on the Wrapped in Christmas stamp set if you like for $30, no tax, no shipping. Well, I cover the tax and shipping. And last but not least is the breast cancer fundraiser. It is October 24th. I'm hoping to have it done a little bit early, and it's not a live event. I'll send you a link to the video and I'll send you a PDF. So we're going to be making 9 cards. These 8, 2 of each. They might be slightly different papers, or because it's hard to get enough papers out of one pack for everybody. But anyways, you'll be getting 8 cards, these designs, similar papers, and then 1 fun fold fancy card. So the paper to make this one, it's got this really cute ribbon on it. And then you're going to get 2 meters of each of these ribbons. The tulle, the sheer, and this snowflake one that's, I think, on almost going on back order again. Luckily, I got enough for all my stamp campers or my breast cancer fundraisers. So you get them all in a little pack. You'll get 3 of these little stars. You get the gems, the snowflakes, a wink of Stella, hello, and a quarter pack of the designer series paper that you can use. I'm not asking you to cut this up and use it in your cards. It's to make more cards. And 2 sheets of the 6x6 glimmer paper. It's a smoking deal, I'm telling you. And all the funds raised go to breast cancer research. Oh, you also get the stamp set, Snowflake Wishes. That bundle is $75. And if you add on the stamp set of the dies, it's $115. So I'm covering a lot of the taxes and shipping in this one as well. And there will be lots of fun little treats. I don't have any extra, but for the fall stamp camp, they got little Starbucks lattes and what else? A little reusable bag, Jelly Bellies, Lindt chocolates. I spoil you, believe me. And if anyone's on here and they've done one of my stamp camps, you can pipe in and let them know that I will spoil you. All right, so let's put all that away. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you, because we're not making this box, but I want to show you how to make this pumpkin in case you want to do, I'll show you how to make the box and the card, but I want to show you how to make this little pumpkin in case you decide to do a harvest one. So it's so simple, it's so cute. I took my layering oval framelit dies and I used this one. So what's nice about this, you can make your pumpkin any size. I used this one just so you know. I don't know which. 1, 2, 3. I think it's the 4th from the smallest. So I went ahead and punched them out. Then for the stem, I cut it freehand, but you could use this little Hello Pumpkin punch. It might be a bit small though, to be honest. We'll try. And then for the leaves or the squigglies, you could do these kind of squigglies like I did for our other little pumpkins. But for this one, I used the sprig punch. So I'm going to go ahead and punch that out. Phyllis loves the fudge. Oh, I'll have to put fudge in the, whoops, I'll have to put fudge in the breast cancer one for sure. All right. Oh, thanks, Shannon. So, apple builder punch, I think it's called, and we use the sprig punch. All right. Now, next thing you do, get your little sponge. I think this is actually Mango Melody, but it doesn't matter. It's all the same color family. And you take your sponge. I'm using pumpkin pie on pumpkin pie. And you just go around the edges. And it just gives each little section of the pumpkin some definition. It's so quick and easy. This would be a fun one to do at a stamp camp, actually. I think we've done it before at either a team meeting or one of my classes. I don't remember. But I'm going to show you a different variety. So, all right, we have our 3 pieces. Now the ones on here, oopsie, are popped up. So I'm just going to put it together and then you can figure out what you want to do. So you really just want to make sure that it kind of looks like a pumpkin. So you don't want it way out here. It's got to look like sections of a pumpkin. So they do kind of overlap on the back. I'm using glue dots. Now I'm going to use white glue because I can move it around a little bit then. Yeah, I do have that one on flat. So I'm going to overlap that a little bit. I'm just making sure I like it there. Yeah, that's perfect actually. Who knew? I'm going to put a bit of glue on here. Pop it in the middle. This is so easy to make a pumpkin. Now we can see this little stem. No, not happy, not happy. To cut out a stem is just so simple. It does need to be bigger than that. You just remembering that it's just going to kind of curve over and back. I like it a bit narrow at the bottom. It's not my best stem ever, but it's good enough. I'm going to glue dot this onto the back. So I'm putting the glue dot on the front. I'm going to put it in the middle. I have one pumpkin on my vines back there. Now, with these, don't forget, rip them apart, because I really want them going each different ways. Or like I said, you can use those little curly cues. This is just way easier. Where'd my other one go? There it is. It's all the same color. Okay, so I'm putting it on the front. And there you go. So that's how you do the pumpkin. Now, we're not using the pumpkin today, but I did want to show you how to use the pumpkin. There's some beautiful wood grain paper in our In Good Taste. And one of our Christmas packs, or one of our other packs, has a wood grain as well. So if you want to keep it to wood grain and more of a fall theme, I just did the Harvest of Thanks over top. I'm not doing it on the card I'm doing today because I'm using daisies. Because it's the last day of summer, I decided to do daisies. I do have daisies still blooming in my garden. So I'm throwing paper in my garbage and realize that I've got something on top of it. All right, so to make our box, let's start with our box. We use our whole sheet of 8.5 by 11, 2 of them. I have my scoring tool here. So we're going to score each of the long sides at 1.5. So this is 8.5, so we go back to 7. Turn it and score at 2 3/4. So we do the exact same thing for both. 1.5, 7. Just doing the math backwards, and 2 3/4. Just making sure that they're the same. You know me, sometimes I say 2 3/4 and then I do like 2.5. My brain's a bit tired today because I did have a long drive yesterday. Take your bone folder, and we're going to give this a good crease. Because it's cardstock, you can be a little more firm in your folding. When it's cardstock, I do not encourage that. It tears. Some of the designer series paper, I mean. Some of the designer series paper are more delicate than others. All right, so now we have our 2 boxes, front and back. And I don't know if you noticed, well, I didn't show you, so you wouldn't have. This has designer series paper on the front and the back. You don't need to do that because it does use, you end up using a whole sheet, but I'm going to show you how to do it that way. So the designer series paper is 5 1/4 by 8. So I've chosen the Forever Fern paper because I haven't used it in a while, and I really like it. And it's going to go nice with the, well, it started out because I wanted it to match this ribbon, which I haven't used much of, but it's mint macaron. I don't know why I haven't used much of it. So we're going to use it today, or we might use the white ribbon. You'll get to help me decide. So we're going to put a piece on the front and a piece on the back. So the front, not the back of this, but the piece that's going to be the back. And I chose the one that was more subtle because I didn't want it to be too busy. But you could easily use this side as well. This paper is so pretty, it's hard to decide which side to use. So let's line this up. All right, now we're going to go and snip up the bottoms. And I had scissors here somewhere. So we're going to snip up right to the fold line on both of them. It's a pretty simple box to make. but it's a good size. Like you could put a nice gift in here. A little bit of tissue paper. Now you can use tear and tape. I'm going to attempt to use my Stampin' Seal Plus. I don't know, I don't. Oh, there we go. It doesn't always like me for some reason that I just don't know. All right, so we've got it on the edge of each of these pieces. It's when you doesn't like when you do the check mark. I know that for a fact. Now for this one, we're going, oh, I'm gonna move this way out of the way because it's sticking to everything. We're gonna do those same spots. I find sometimes if I don't do it exactly right, it tears the paper. And then just on this one, we're going to go along here and along here. I'm trying to remember if it's here or here. Let me think for a second. It's along the outside, because this would mess it up if we did this part wrong. And as close to the outside as you can get. That wasn't actually as close. And this is about the same width as tear and tape, so you're all good. I'm going to set this way over here because it's really gluey. So first we take our, I don't know if this is the back or the front, but now remember with this adhesive, it's really sticky. So as soon as it's stuck, it's stuck. Lining up my corners. Okay, just gonna rub it. And then I'm gonna do the same with this one. Line up the corners. I hope I'm doing this right. It's never good on live Facebook. I think I did it right. So now we're going to take this one with all the extra glue and put it right inside this one. So I'm going to start with my base. I can feel the other parts sticking a little bit. I'm going to fold them in a little bit. So it should line up perfectly. I'll go back and do some fixing that up. And then this one, we just over to the tape. And same with this side. Just to the tape. And it's actually easier if you go in to do your pressing. And then for the bottom, I'm just going to pull it off. Oh, don't. All right, then we have our beautiful big box. Isn't it nice? Love these colors. So mint macadam and the Forever Fern paper, whatever it's called. Let me grab it here. I haven't used it in a while, gotta say. Forever Greenery Designer Series paper. So I'm using this one, which has this on the back, and I'm going to use a little snippet of this on the inside of the card. All right, so Forever Greenery. You accidentally ordered the refill for Stampin' Seal Plus? Yeah, I'll take it. I have those other things for you too, Shannon. Okay, now to make our little card, we have, don't lose that, 4 1/4 by 8 1/2. So we're doing a little 4 1/4 card. You could do a regular size card. I've seen this box done a few different ways. So this is going to go on the front. It is 4 by 4. 4 by 4 is good. If you do 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 of your designer series paper, you don't get as much out of each sheet, especially if you're prepping for classes. I always have to think of that when I'm designing my cards. So we're also going to put a piece inside just for extra prettiness. And I want to make sure the lines are facing the same way as the front, or that it doesn't matter, but I'm a bit fussy sometimes, and then sometimes it's like good enough. Then I have a little piece of white that's 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, and you could do it a little bit less because it actually is, I'm going to cut it down. It's taking up, covering all of that paper. So why did I put it there? Oh no, 3 3/4. Let's go 3 1/2. I love this paper cutter. I have another one I'm giving away the end of September. I know a bunch of people who were on already have theirs and love them. Okay, so that means I'm going to need to snip this down too. And I'm just guessing. Let's put it on. So this was just a little scrap I had. So when you have little scraps, think about where you can put it to just add a little bit of beauty to your card or your envelope. So I'm just putting it on the inside. I guessed 1/4 inch and I was a little bit off. Okay. And you could have it matching whatever you're having on the front. I'm doing daisies today just because it's the last day of summer. All right, so for my daisy, we'll finish this up and then we'll put the ribbon and stuff on. For my daisy, I have 2 big white daisies, 2 medium daisies, somewhere. Where's my other medium daisy? Oh, here it is. I have so much stuff here. 2 big daisies, 2 medium daisies, and then I took the medium daisy punch and cut out 2 more, but I'm going to snip these ones. I'm not even like trying to trim them, I'm just snipping. I just laid them on top of each other. I might even do it a bit shorter. We'll see if it looks good. It might not. Hey, I'm open to anything. All right, I don't want the Stampin' Plus. I'm going to put a little bit of seal. I find when I put the glue dots, the daisy moves. So I'm actually today using Stampin' Seal. There's the first layer. Take my bone folder and curl these up. It's actually better to curl them before you put all these layers on. So I'm going to curl these ones right now. They curl better individually, but you have to be careful. I have ripped off the petals before. And then these ones as well. Probably could have done more of these ones. I'm going to kind of squish these ones. I may or may not like that look. Time will tell. So this one has to be pretty small because, oh, I guess I better put this together first. I don't even know if that got any glue. There we go. So I always offset it, and then when I put it on here, I offset it again. Try to center it. It's hard to tell because I've got so much going on. And then I'm going to put these 2 together. See how this looks. I don't know, might look weird. I want them a bit shorter, I think. I'm just going for, I had some sunflowers in. I was teaching this morning and we were doing part of the art, so I went and grabbed some sunflowers from the back. And they're so pretty. Like they have so many different layers to them. It got me inspired. Actually, I told you I was going to use the sunflower. Oh well. I was thinking of an easy project today because I'm a bit tired. All right, that's going to go like that. And then I have this, and I'm just going to put this on it with a glue dot because I don't care if it turns because it's circular. So the idea of these was just to give it a bit more color. And I think when we get it all together, it'll look kind of pretty. All right, that's going to go on our card. I didn't do any sentiment for this. I could have, but I didn't. It definitely needs one though, so I'll keep this in the middle so we can put a little sentiment here, but I'll do that after. So now I'm going to add a bunch of greenery. I have vellum. These are the flourishing dies, so it's from the same set. I want it to kind of be like a little bed of I used all different colors of green and vellum, green. I've got this branch from the bird set, but it might not go. I've got this other one. Okay, that looks like a big jumbled mess. Let's start with this one, and I think these pieces will be add-ons. Oh, I forgot about that. So we'll start with that. I'm going to put a whole bunch of, not a whole bunch, but white glue on the back. And then I'm going to add my stuff and see if I like it. And it doesn't matter if this goes over because it's a box. It's going on a box. So I'm just sticking this in the glue. Might need some more. That was a bit much. Okay, so I'm trimming these all off. But I might go back and use all those other little pieces to have them sticking out from certain spots. Same with the vellum. Okay, I'm going to work this upside down actually, and then I'll turn it over and see if I like it. Got a lot going on. Okay, the vellum one needs to go lower. This is a messy way to do this. And then some of these at the sides. Now I have to go back and trim these little leaves to make sure they're exactly how I want them. And I want this one, there's kind of a space here. So see how that goes. That might be enough. Just looking where there's any things that I think are spaces. I think I maybe add vellum to this side so to balance it out. Okay, I'm going to start using glue dots because it's getting messy. I'm not sure the white glue is a good idea. It is a good idea, maybe just not when you're on camera. So I'm putting this one up a little bit so you can actually see it. Oh my gosh. And that's it. That's all I'm adding. All right, some dimensionals to pop it up. I can't touch anything without, I might have to go get a baby wipe. All right, then we gotta squish these all up again. Okay, I'm just gonna grab a baby wipe. The white glue is really good for a lot of things, but because it's positionable. But it did make a bit of a mess there. Okay, now, did I put that? Yeah, I did. Slide all this off. And we're going to put the ribbon on and then attach it to the card to the box. So this is going to go on the front of the box. So I have two choices of ribbon. This was the one I originally picked to do it for. I don't know though, I don't think it matches. So then I thought, well, maybe this one might be better. So what do you think? Gingham or white? I'll wait a second while my hands dry off. This one is supposed to be mint macaron, but I don't know, with all the dark colors in here, I think I might be better off with the white. And the white is a little thicker, or wider, I should say. The other one that would be an option is the tulle, the dotted tulle. which is what I used. On this one I used the dotted tool and that one we had last year. I forget what it was called. Yeah, white. I'm thinking white too, Shannon. Okay, this one, I'll have to save it for another day. So I'll take this off because what I'm going to do, there's a number of ways you can do this. You can put your ribbon so that your card hangs in your ribbon like that. I'll show you that way first because then we can just switch it to the other way, whereas if I go the other way first, we can't switch it. So the first way is having the ribbon around and then you just slide your card in. The way I have this one is I have the ribbon on and then I put the card on with dimensionals. The bad part about that is you can't take the card off and like reuse the box and reuse the box and keep the card. So let's just go ahead and tie our bow. The thing is the weight of the card pulls down the ribbon a little bit. So you have to be cognizant of that. Okay, so I'm trying to get a nice sideways bow, which sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. Oh, that's actually pretty good. So the bow goes right over to the edge. I'm going to pull it up a little bit. I'm going to actually do it hanging from the box so that you can reuse it. So because of that, I'm going to go back and tack in. There. So it does hang pretty well, but I think I'll put a couple of glue dots right here and hope you can't see them, and maybe a couple on the back. Take this off for a second. So you just push down on the box. You do want to make sure it's kind of level so that your card hangs nicely. Okay, so I'm just trying to make sure I get it level. Okay, that looks good. I think that's going to be good enough. I don't think I need to put any around the back, although you could add a couple more glue dots. But let's just, this flower has a lot going on. Might have done a bit of overkill. And make sure that you put your glue dots so you can still fit your card in. Mine are pretty close. All right, so there's a cute little gift box and matching card. So I hope you liked that. That's all we're doing today. And here's the other one, Harvest of Thanks. So once you put tissue paper in that, I should have grabbed some. It looks really pretty. You could also put a little handle on the top if you wanted to, with ribbon or with cardstock. I don't know. I don't think it really needs a handle. But when you had white tissue paper coming out the top, I think it would be really pretty. So those are the two boxes for today. I'm just putting this ribbon away. I'm trying to keep my space clean so that after my Facebook Lives, it's not like a bomb went off. And here's how we made this pumpkin. 3 ovals, sponge around the edge, sprig punch, and cut out a little stem. And for this one, we could put a little greeting, but you can just put the greeting inside as well. Because like I said, there's a lot going on up here, so to add something else might be a little overkill. All right, thank you for joining me today. Today is Monday, so if you want in on the early bird for the Christmas extravaganza, I'm going to extend it a couple of days because I forgot, or I just didn't have time to send out the final reminder. Hi Lisa. Hi Diane. Some people on here I didn't see. So you still have time to register for the early bird because then you get the free stamp set. And you want anything that's free. You want a free stamp set. Hello. So if you register early, which is $65, you get a Merry Hello and the pack of cards and a whole bunch of other stuff. You'll be well taken care of, and I can guarantee there'll be a lot of chocolate. All right, so today is Monday. I'll be back Tuesday at 3, and tomorrow I will be working because tomorrow's the first day of fall. So I'm going to go back and do something with the sunflower set. We did make a cute card at Stamp Camp with the sunflower set. So I will show you some different cards tomorrow using the sunflower set and dies. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to sign up for my newsletter, mariannecowan.com, and there I post my Facebook Lives, any classes coming up. I won't email you a gazillion times, honestly, because I just won't. Just whatever you need to know. And if you want to join my team, then mariannecowan.com/join, and I'd love to have you as part of our Paper Pals group. There's a couple of my Paper Pal team on here now, and we're just a really fun group. We have lots of fun together. It's no pressure. Most people just sign up and get the starter kit so that they get a 20% minimum 20% discount on their products. And now's a good time because it's the fall season, and you could do some of your Christmas shopping. You could get some card kits for some of your crafty friends. All right, thank you for joining me today. Enjoy this beautiful weather. It is absolutely spectacular here today. So I might try to go get outside for a few minutes. Thanks, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great evening.